Alright, today we're going to be unboxing the Fulton Armory M3 Scout Carbine. So this isn't going to come in a hard case or soft case or anything. It's just going to come in the box that it's shipped in. And the box is foam lined. So some of the accessories are going to be the M1 Carbine Owner's Guide. So this is not a book written by Fulton Armory, but this is more or less a guide on the M1 Carbine in its entirety of all variants. It's going to teach maintenance, taking it apart, cleaning it, pretty much everything you need to know about the M1 Carbine. You're also going to get something from Ultimac, whom is the maker of the handguard that you see on top here. It's going to have your Allen key for removing that, as well as just basic instructions on installing optics on the M1 Carbine. It's also going to include one 15-round magazine. So these are stainless steel and have a very nice slick coating with a black follower and a black non-branded base plate. So some additions or extras that I had ordered with mine is going to be the stock magazine pouch. Holds 2 additional 15-round magazines, and it just clips like that. And I also ordered 2 15-round magazines, just like the ones that come standard in the box already. But one thing I did fail to mention was they also include a OD green nylon sling. So let me get everything out of the way and we'll start going over the features of the M3 Scout Carbine. All right, got everything out of the way. So as always, we're going to start off with some close-up shots of everything so you can take in some of the detail. And I'll go over a little bit of what the M1 Carbine, or like this one is, the M3 Scout Carbine is. So essentially, it functions very similar to the M1 Garand. However, it is chambered in a much smaller cartridge known as the 30 Carbine. I'll go ahead and show you guys that cartridge here. So I've got a box of Aguila 30 Carbine 110 grain. I'm going to be shooting for you guys during the range footage, but this round is very reminiscent of the 9mm cartridge as far as looks and shape of the bullet, just very elongated 9mm. And I'll go ahead and put some specs of this particular 30 Carbine cartridge on the screen here. Alright, so we will start off with the barrel. The barrel featured here is going to be a 16.25 inch barrel with a 1 in 20 right hand twist rate. Features 9/16 by 24 threaded barrel, and included is an A1 style flash hider. And the barrel is going to be constructed of what Fulton Armory calls ordnance grade chrome moly steel. And the barrel is also chrome lined and features a parkerized finish. Not sure if you can see the chrome lining down in the bore there. Somewhat can. Next we'll go over these sights. So the front sight is going to be fixed to the barrel and it features 2 protective hoods on the sides, and it's just a non-adjustable blade sight. The rear sight, however, is adjustable for both windage and elevation. Features 2 protective hoods on the left and right, an adjustment knob here, and the peephole sight only has 1 aperture, and you can move it into these detents here for different elevations. Next up is going to be the handguard. So the handguard, like I said before in the unboxing, is made by Ultimac, and it's their full Picatinny rail model. This is going to be constructed of 6061 T6 aluminum and features a hard coat anodized finish. Moving on back to the controls. So very reminiscent of the M1 Garand. Your charging handle is going to be right here, connected to the receiver. Safety selector is going to be right here. It's a little switch style safety selector. And your magazine release button is right here. So no left-handed controls, all right-handed controls here. And here's the magazine and how that looks. And these do not drop free. So when you are empty and you need to change your mag out, you have to press the button and strip it out like that. So the receiver that's going to be portioned between here and here is going to be constructed of 4140 alloy steel, CNC machined out of a single piece of billet, and it's heat treated per mil spec. Next up, we'll talk about the stock. So the stock is constructed of a single piece of walnut, no laminate, and nothing glued or put into place, at least that I can see. These are finished off in boiled linseed oil, and there's a sling attachment point in the rear of the stock and then up front here. And on the side is also going to be a stamped Fulton Armory CMK logo. It's a very nice finished stock. All right, so I'm gonna take this out to the range, and after that, I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts and opinions on the M3 Scout Carbine from Fulton Armory. All right, so on to my final thoughts and opinions on the M3 Scout Carbine from Fulton Armory. So this was my first time shooting the cartridge 30 carbine, and it very much surprised me. The recoil, or lack thereof, when shooting this, it made it very pleasant to shoot for a 30 caliber cartridge. As far as any hiccups or issues that I experienced, I didn't experience any. I didn't really have a whole lot of ammo to shoot this with, so I can only attest to the small amount of ammo that I did shoot. However, I didn't oil this up, I didn't clean it, I didn't do anything to it, and I just shot it straight out of the box as you saw in the unboxing. As far as the length goes, this is probably one of my favorite lengths on an M1 carbine. That 16¼ inch barrel makes this very easy to handle and very comfortable to hold in a standing position while shooting. So I guess one gripe I did have, and this doesn't really go towards Fulton Armory per se, more or less the design of the M1 carbine, and that's the safety lever. So I'll just show you guys that it's empty, no magazine, nothing in the chamber. So my intuition would be that this position on the safety selector would be the fire position. However, the fire position is in the upright position, or I guess horizontal. In my mind, I want to go to the grip, push the safety forward, and then come to the trigger. However, what it seems as far as what the intention may be, would be that the safety selector is pulled to the rear, and then your finger goes straight to the trigger. So that could lead to potentially pretty fast ready aim fire. So pulling the safety selector back, going straight towards the trigger, and pulling that trigger. I'm not sure what the intention was, but that's kind of my only gripe. The non-ability to drop the mags free is really not a big issue. Overall, I thought this was a pleasant experience shooting it, and definitely something I would say you should check out. All right, if you guys have any questions on the M3 Scout Carbine from Fulton Armory, just drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to get back with you. Thank y'all for watching.